All right, let's try this again.
Give me some space.
Okay.
Come on.
A most warm welcome.
Skipping all that.
You keep coming. Come on.
Okay.
Wow. Bruh. I wish y'all could see my face. I really wish y'all could see my damn face. Alright, man. Let's try this again.
A most warm welcome.
One down. Give me space.
Okay, I'll stay back.
No. Yo, it's like she be going. Like, where she be going? She don't really be going anywhere. Bruh. She is retarded. Oh, they bounce off?
No good.
Gotta come in from the top. Actually, the one that's gonna get me killed, man. Like, I be thinking like she gonna go somewhere else, like really far away. She don't be going nowhere.
Come on.
Okay.
This way.
No problem.
Be careful.
I'ma wait. Try to find another green orb.
It's open.
I owe you one.
Did I do something? No. She sounds like she dying over there. Right above me too. Yeah. How many of these do I have? One.
Looks like we can continue on this way.
Be careful.
Poor bastard. That's
That
the
look
way to
like
go.
that almost look like Ethan. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like his Resident Evil 7 model.
What was that? Do they keep animals down here or something?
Come on, Ashley. Do they keep animals down here or something? That looks comfy. I wonder, I mean, maybe some kids, but I wonder if anyone actually plays this gets scared.
Can't see me.
I just thought about it. I think no, they're not blind. I don't think they're blind. I think in Resident Evil, not Resident Evil, Evil Within 1. Isn't there an enemy similar to these? Or maybe I'm thinking about something else. And they're like blind or... I wonder if you still gotta do the thing where like you let him attack the wall and then like he gets stuck in the wall, you can shoot him in the back. Probably not. I bet you if I break that he'll hear it. So I'm not gonna.
Gotcha.
He almost broke it for me. They might have slick made this fight easier. How is he supposed to make a distinction between him touching? Well, I guess when he touches, he can feel himself touching the... I'm just trying to make it make sense. He can feel himself touching those things. So I guess when he hears the noise, he figures, oh, I just touched that, so that gotta be me. I wonder will he hear that noise and go to it. Looks like he's trying to. No, he ain't phased by that. I wonder, can I go over there and pick it back up? Oh, that's crazy that that happened. So he does react to those. As long as you move from where you were last and don't hit those don't hit these things. This is a pretty simplistic fight, but it's fun though. I mean, I guess that didn't count as a shot in the back. I'm gonna wait till he chill out before I shoot him again. I don't want to keep wasting shotgun shells because it don't seem like they counting now. Yeah, what the heck? It's like it's not counting or something. I want him to hurry up and die. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Who did I get that from? Who says that? Hugo once says that. I might be done with this game, and it's like, if I don't finish it today, I might finish it tomorrow because I'm almost at the end. There's really not much left. We got to go to the island though. Oh yeah, 3 of a kind. I could do bam, for 24. But 3 of the same is more. I'm not waiting for 3 of the same. We can just do 3 of a kind.
It's you. What happened down there?
Nothing. You were right about the animals, though.
Nah, I've been through all here before, I think. Yeah, that's why I fell through it. Okay, let's go. Nothing else in here to see. Let me just make sure. No, there's some treasure below. Wait a minute. What's this? Or maybe it's above.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's above.
Well, for now.
I hear the thing moving. Where is it at? The Salazar doll. I do wish more games did stuff like Resident Evil. Capcom has not left that tradition of like just doing small little things in a game to add replay value. That's fun to do. That's fun to do. That's the key word. Not stuff like, again, some developers are still making collectibles in games. Like they're selling guidebooks out here. Like no one buys a guidebook anymore. They don't even make them. And at this point, you can always go to YouTube and find all that stuff. But doing stuff like this, like you come in this room, right? I don't know how well you guys can hear it. This sound of this is a distinct sound. There's nothing else in the game that sounds like this. Just like that thing that kind of sits on the ceiling, creaks and flows back and forth. Nothing else sounds like that. So when you come in a room, especially if you got headphones on, you can hear this and know, okay, it's in this room. And you know you can, look for it. But that's a way you can hide something in a game, but still give the player a hint that's not just telling them exactly where it is. Or making it so difficult nobody in their right mind would, like, it's one thing if it's a game like Skyrim or like even something like Breath of the Wild where the game is a big game. They don't expect you to find everything. That's not the point. So they put stuff all over the place. Sometimes it's a unique situation, sometimes it's just kind of randomly in a spot. Those are different types of games, so that's why those are made that way. Some type of puzzle. I'm assuming the golden sword would go with the golden man, and the iron sword will go with the Iron Man. Iron Man. Did that do anything?
Won't budge.
Is this connected to that? I hope Ashley doesn't do a God of War and she says, "Hey Leon, if you do exactly this, then you open the door." I haven't got Ragnarok yet, but that crap that I saw online of people. Oh, this is a rusted sword. I didn't notice that. Them just telling them what to do every 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure that would be annoying. Let's see, the iron sword. Maybe it's like a story. So you go from the iron to the golden. And then you go, it's got to be another golden sword because it wouldn't make sense for him to. Let me look around for something. Or maybe this got something to do with it. Let's see, where's the bird at? Oh yeah, there go the other sword in here.
You could ring those gongs by shooting them.
Did you just tell me what the... I'm glad I figured it out before she told me, but come on, man. What's the next one? Oh, hold on, one lit up. So the snake lit up. Oh, I guess I did it the wrong way. Do you gotta do it at a certain speed? I guess not. Hold on, let me see. What the heck? Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, I'm stupid. I thought, I just assumed that was this, but it's not. Okay. Tricky, tricky, Capcom. I'm stupid. So that must be for something else. Ah, bloody sword.
Well, it's just a replica. Only a couple of uses for it.
Guess you were right.
So what's this for then? I don't know, guess nothing. Or it might be some other puzzle, like secret puzzle you don't know about. We ain't finna sit around and find out. Hold on, is there another? Nah. Oh. Let me see something with this snake. It says, if the poison glands are removed, it could be eaten, can be used. But how do you remove the poison gland? I never figured that one out. Or is it just some description and you could just eat it? It's saying it'll give me health. Is that good health? I don't know. Gold bangle. Now we can go and jump down.
Hang on. This is the same room as before, isn't it? Guess we just circled around. Leon, what are you doing?
Don't even think about trying this yourself.
Me? As if.
So I'm talking about, I want some treasure.
Leon, over here.
Thanks.
We're
Leon,
gonna
are you kidding me?
explore a bit.
Jumping across chandeliers, seriously, who does that?
What are you, my mother?
Snake, sea monster, then snake. Where's the snake at? Is that it? Nope. Trying to see if I can see it. Oh, you know what? Maybe she'll pull it.
Leave this one to me.
Yep. Makes sense. I want to save before we keep going. Oh, I could just drop down here. I don't know what I was about to do. Before I save, I go ahead and get this treasure. Oh, I can't even get this yet. Nah, I can't get that yet, and I think it's another one that's locked. Or maybe it's just this drawer I didn't open. Yeah, oh, okay. Yep, can't get this shit. Alright, let's see.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Stranger. Sell. Yep. Sell this. Sell this.
Valuables won't do
Sell
you
this.
much good in the grave.
Sell that. Keep all that. Don't I got like another thing that can be... I guess I didn't. I thought I had like some other item.
Ah, I'll buy it at a high price. Anything else I can help you with? Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose.
Is it time for another
Cash
gun?
in your pocket or your life. Easy choice, mate. If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up your kit.
And I have all this
See how
maxed
that
out.
feels, mate. A fella like yourself should notice the difference right away.
Now the question is, do we go with the Magnum?
All my wares are in
might as
tip-top
well.
shape, I assure you. Where you gonna put this? Your pocket?
I guess I gotta sort stuff. Let me
Don't get...
do this first. Craft. Craft. Hopefully we find a yellow orb. Why do I keep saying orb? Herb. Soon. Slide this over. Slide this over. Do, 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 do. Now, we could do something like this. Craft, oh, craft, submachine gun ammo. I barely got any of that anyway. How many bolts I got? Barely any of those too. So let's make 6 bolts. And let's make SMG ammo. We're gonna sell these rifle bullets because I'm not using the rifle anytime soon.
Get yourself welcome.
Sell. Where's this rifle?
A deal well struck. I see you have an eye for things. Gun's not just about shooting, it's about reloading. You'll know what I'm talking about. Go on, take this as well. Free of charge.
Thanks.
Knowledge is power. Remember that, mate. Will that be all, then?
Yeah.
Your weapons are in good hands, mate. I'll see you right. Pleasant travels.
Now let's craft. Dang, I don't be coming across that much. The small, the medium bag. whatever. Oh, let me go ahead and where is this at? Put it down over here. We got a maxed out pistol. All my guns maxed out except for obviously the revolver I just bought. It so far though, if again, I'm having fun. This is a good game. If I had to say a score so far, solid 8 out of 10. But if I had to say which is better, this or the original RE4,
Salutations, Mr. Kennedy.
I'm still rocking original.
Ready to hand over the girl?
Not this guy again.
I'm taking the liberty of preparing some entertainment for you. Without further ado, the gallant knight protects the princess fair.
I'm still going original RE4, and see, a lot of people think when people say stuff like that, it's nostalgia talking. Oh, I got another. After I get done with talking about this, I got another game topic to talk about that happened today that was stupid. But it's not nostalgia. Like, I don't get nostalgic, and I know someone's gonna say that's impossible. Everybody gets nostalgic. I don't. This is why I'm saying I don't believe I get nostalgic, because I've had people try to do this. I know people that I've known, you know, when I was younger, you know, hit me up and like, oh, let's talk about the good old days. And I have no desire to do that. It's one thing if we all around each other and then we remember something from the past. But like the purpose of when people do that with, people do it with other people, obviously, because I'm trying to tell you, some of my old friends try to do it with me. But when people do it with like games or movies, the point is they want to relive the past. I don't play older games that I played before to relive the past. Every time I play, like, I've beaten Grand Theft Auto San Andreas maybe 11 times in my life. Anytime I played it, it was not to relive the past or the first time or some memory. No, I wanted to experience that game again. You get what I'm saying? It's not a nostalgic feeling. Like, matter of fact, when I know I'm getting hit with nostalgia, it actually irritates me. That's why I don't like Dragon Ball Super, because Dragon Ball Super is, I'll put it this way. If you like Dragon Ball Super, that's cool. I was all for it. New Dragon Ball, dope. I love Dragon Ball. And then I saw what they were doing with it. I ain't like it. Stop watching it. Because they just kept hitting me with nostalgia. Super Saiyan, well, I guess Super Saiyan God technically would be kind of new, but Super Saiyan God, and the concept about Dragon Ball Super, which is supposed to be that gap in between when Z ends, which is when GT begins, there's a gap in time. So the last episode of Dragon Ball Z is like years into the future. Trunks older, Goten's older. They go to the world tournament. Pan's like a little kid. She's in the tournament. Goku meets Oob and they fight and fly away. And then we get Dragon Ball GT, which some people don't count as canon because I think they said Akira Toriyama really didn't get involved with that. But I've also heard he was involved, just not as much. So I don't know. I wouldn't base stuff. I wouldn't say the whole Dragon Ball franchise is solely based off of whether or not he's involved or not. I know you're going to say, well, he created it. So what? No offense. So what? Because let me tell you something. In the games and many other Dragon Ball content, they sure use GT. And many people, like myself, like GT. I don't even know why people was tripping about GT. I know why people were tripping back then. See, people have revisionist history, or young people that wasn't watching it back then conjure up their thoughts because they hear other people talk about it. So it's like they're using someone else's thoughts to formulate thoughts they couldn't have had because they weren't around. But the reason why people didn't like GT was simple. GT was trying to give both the old school Dragon Ball show feel. That was more an adventure. than just fighting. It was adventure, comedy, stuff like that. And you also had fighting. Z was pretty much fighting. And anytime they weren't fighting, it was like filler episodes. But the majority of Z was a fight or something leading up to a fight. It wasn't goofy stuff happening like that. So when I say getting hit with nostalgia with Dragon Ball, the transformation, like what's it called, Super Saiyan Blue, that's just Super Saiyan, bro. It's really like it's all the same thing. It's the same transformation. Like if we being honest, like Super Saiyan 1 was a big deal, obviously. Then Super Saiyan 2 was an even bigger deal. Super Saiyan 3 was a big deal, and all those were distinct differences. 3 was supposed to be so strong, it was hard for Goku to even maintain it. Super Saiyan 4, now I know there's probably a reason or something Goku had to go through to unlock Super Saiyan God, but the design, it's just Super Saiyan, but his hair is blue. That's what I mean by nostalgia. I'm up here dying because I'm talking about Dragon Ball. But that's what I mean by nostalgia. Like, it's nothing different about it. It's just different colors. It's very stupid, in my opinion. So, and then them bringing Frieza back and making Frieza play for the Lakers, but on the home team. I mean, the whole home game. I don't remember. I don't watch basketball like that, like I used to. I don't remember if the Lakers colors are gold when they're home or that's away. No, I think that's home. Yeah, that's all that. Cause Frieza's white and purple. That's the Lakers when they're away. And when he went gold, that's just when they're there. When they're in LA. I don't. It's bullcrap. But relating it back to games and RE4, it's not nostalgia. I can tell you exactly why I would say the original RE4 is better. For starters, it got more content. And it got more content out the gate. Like, I know Mercenaries is coming and all that. If we're talking controls, there are plenty of games today that control like this. And I'm not even counting the other RE remakes. This kind of realistic, weighted character with these, like, delayed movements because they got to play an animation. Plenty of games play like this now. Red Dead Redemption plays like that. And some games do it better than this. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, Leon, like, me wanting to cut away and he gotta like catch his footing. Yeah, that's realistic, but it control wise, compared to the original RE4, where it has tank controls, but it's snappy. It's a snappy feeling. Leon moves forward, and he just goes. It's none of this like. Look, his feet got to do this little, he got to do the cha-cha. Look, see, I'm like, he got to do all this stuff to, I can't even like properly, like, he has to do all this extra movement to move. Again, I'm used to this stuff. I don't dislike it, but if you said prefer, I prefer the snappy movements.
You're in the way.
And a lot of people do, but they don't know how to describe what they want. That's why when people crapped on Red Dead 2 about its controls, I understood them. I understood what they were saying, but I that stuff don't really bother me. In some games, it works better for. They designed this game, this version of RE4 around these funny controls, so it works. But again, I prefer the original one for the controls, and not just the controls. It's just the unique feeling. Plenty of games today play like this. No, not too many games actually play like Resident Evil 4. That's the funny thing. Third-person shooting with the tank controls, with the snap. The only other game that kind of plays like it is what, RE5? Yeah, it's just another RE game. Like it's a unique experience, because when I try to think about games that kind of mimicked RE4, they didn't have that control scheme. They played like Dead Space plays like a regular third-person shooter. He's just kind of slow. Well, let me think back. Maybe was that tank controls? I don't think so. I don't think that was tank controls. But regardless, yeah. More content in the original, in combination with the unique control scheme, in combination with the fact that you don't get this remake without that game anyway. Yeah, I'm going original. Ow. Now there are games that got remade where I'm going to remake over the original all day. Shadow Colossus easy. Like, it's really no reason to play the original Shadow Colossus unless you just want to play the game on the PS2 with the PS2 graphics and the PS2 frame rate. Because as far as I'm aware, it's the same game. It just looks better and runs better. And I think it might have slightly more extra content, but not nothing crazy. I think I like some extra collectibles or something. And if I'm going graphics, obviously on a technical level, these graphics are better than original RE4. But on a creativity level, no. If I'm going which game got the better Ashley, well, I already told you which one I think is better. I like both though. That's why I think both things are good. Remakes, remasters, I would call this a re-envisioning. Because now it's like this game doesn't replace Resident Evil 4. It's just a different interpretation, so you can always play the original and get a unique experience. It doesn't like take it over. Like some remasters or remakes, you can argue take over, like Crash Bandicoot collection. I played enough Crash to know that yes, the Crash Bandicoot collection controls are somewhat different, and graphics are clearly different. So, but not enough where I would say like it's so different that you should still go back and play the originals. Like, it ain't that much different. But classic Resident Evil 4 versus this, yeah, it's a lot different. What's another one? The Tony Hawk Pack 1 and 2. There's a reason to still play the original 1 and 2. Or if you can, on the original Xbox, play 2X. Which I hope, if Microsoft gets this Activision Blizzard deal going, they port those games, because they will own the game, to put that game on the Xbox. Backwards compatibility. There's a chance they won't do that though, because it has licensed music, but we can dream. We can dream. And there's a chance they won't do it because they might figure like, why do that when you could just play the remake? But nah, the remake don't play like, the remake got the levels, but it don't play like classic Tony Hawk. It still plays good, but it don't play like classic Tony Hawk. But speaking of games playing like certain things, I had a short conversation about Super Smash Brothers. That's not, I like the franchise, but that's not something I like super deeper into. But I was having a conversation about that game, and basically I guess people are saying, well, because Nintendo seems to be remaking GameCube games and the Metroid Prime release did well, maybe they should remake Melee, since that's that's still considered the most favorite Smash game. And people were saying, well, no, because there's no need, we have Ultimate. And I'm like, Ultimate doesn't play nothing like Melee. And it's just funny talking to people that are like, yeah, it's the same thing. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, this dude literally told me, and it was funny, he said, yeah, Melee just, yeah, the gameplay feel doesn't matter because the content wasn't there. I said, if you were, I was a kid when that game was out, but if you were like, how do I explain this? Just because you played things or was around when something was out doesn't mean you fully understood the gravity of whatever you were involved with. It's kind of like you could have listened to a song when you was a kid, and you know the song was popular, but you probably wouldn't know from outside of your kid brain, unless you're deeply involved with stuff, how impactful that song is. You may not know how many people partied to that song, how popular that song was in the streets, because you're a kid. You're not in the streets. You don't know this was the song that everybody was bumping and grinding to. You just heard the song on the radio, knew it was popular, and listened to it as well. My point is, this guy was saying Melee was lacking content. He said all fighters during that time was lacking content. It make literally no sense. That makes literally no sense. Why? Because one, to compare content, you got to compare content for the time it was released. Second, to say that fighters back then lacked content, when people complain to this day that fighters in the 6th gen had more content on disc day one. Nothing, no Super EX version came out later, no DLC, day one. Melee was definitely not lacking content. I can think of plenty of fighters, like take Tekken for example. Now this PlayStation 1 Tekken 3 had arcade mode, had secret unlockable characters, had a 2D beat 'em up game mode, had, what was it? You had arcade versus time attack survival, Tekken, what was it? Volleyball. They had mad stuff in that game. Unlockable costumes, secret characters, like I said. Most games would charge for all that. Matter of fact, Tekken 7, which is the last Tekken I bought, I'm gonna get Tekken 8 when I get a PS5. You had to pay for the Tekken Bowl, and it was whack compared to the past Tekken Bowl. It was bare bones. Tekken 5. Tekken 5 had all the same modes I just named, plus in a complete adventure mode where you played as Jin. Like, to say that, like, Mortal Kombat Armageddon had a crazy amount of characters. You can customize as many characters as, you know, your memory card could hold. It had a full 3D action adventure game mode. It had kart racing. I was like, when he said that fighting games back then in like period lacked content, I just didn't even argue. That's one thing I've done. I've definitely grown and matured a lot being on the internet. I have learned. It took me a long time to learn this.
A little over the top, don't you think?
And you guys can take this as advice. If you're going to be on the internet making content, mingling with people, hanging out, cool, these are the best advice I can give you. Every discussion ain't worth having, because I don't go in to make a debate and argue with people all day. That's annoying. At one time in my life, that might have been fun because I like intellectual battle or intellectual discussion. But when you learn that half these people are not going to have an intellectual discussion with you, they're just going to say stuff that doesn't make sense half the time. Or if you're on Twitter, what they're going to do is, if they have more followers than you, they could say something completely wrong. And as long as what they said wasn't like socially wrong to say, like if it's something that more has to do with like politics or something, but if they said something that's just incorrect gaming wise, their fan base is more likely not going to correct them. They're just going to ride with them. So it's like you're fighting a uphill battle of a bunch of dumb people following one dumb person, and because they got a bigger number than you in followers, everybody's going to follow them.
Be careful.
Oh crap.
Give me a break already.
But yeah, do not every conversation ain't worth having. And what's the other advice I got for you? Oh yeah. Wow, okay, thanks guys. Twitter has taught me every day, the new kids, I feel so good to be able to say I'm old, bro. Like, yeah, y'all don't even understand. Like, I like the fact that I'm old.
Hang on, I've got you.
So many young people think being old is like bad. I love being old. I'm only 27 and I'm old. Don't let anyone tell you like, oh, that's young. No, I'm old. Like, I'm literally 2 generations from people alive. And trust me, we're from different worlds. Because these kids today, man, on the internet, like, bro, the other day, what was that dude named? The Marvel guy? Jonathan something? I never seen a movie from him. I just seen him because, you know, he was on Creed and people discuss celebrities. But I don't follow him. I have no stake in his life. But he got accused of some allegations. And now they're saying the charges were dropped. But the other day, you know, they said he apparently assaulted a woman. So I put up a picture of Mario. It's like a picture of Mario that says, this doesn't, Mama to Mia. And I put that up not as a joke. It's just I didn't feel like typing. And that picture explained. No, it is expressed. That could work. It was used as an expression. I was using imagery to explain how I felt about it. I felt disappointed because that's what that picture is saying, like disappointment. Disappointment to hear that he may have done that. I didn't know that that was offensive today. I didn't know that you can't posting pictures. They were saying because I was posting that picture underneath a serious discussion about someone possibly being victimized, I'm making a joke. I said, but I didn't make a joke. That wasn't my intention, and y'all assuming things doesn't... See, there's no reason to explain all that to them. So I didn't. I was going to, but I knew it was pointless. I'm talking to kids. Even when I say kids, I'm talking about young 20-year-olds. I'm not talking about like no damn... Well, it might be some young kids, but the person I'm following that showed it to me is in their 20s. It's just... I'm about to be in my 30s, so... Basically 10 years apart. I just didn't even say nothing, bro. Like kids today think like they gonna have to learn, man. I don't know. I think it's different.
You okay?
We just grew up in different worlds. Like I'm hearing the kids say, oh, it's toxic. We didn't even say toxic when I was growing up, but they said like, oh, it's toxic if you're in a relationship and your partner, if you're a guy, you with a woman, or if you're a woman with a guy, they say you can't have opposite sex friends. Now, I think it's extreme if you already got friends, and then they tell you to leave your friends. That's kind of crazy. But they were discussing like getting new friends, and I was like, no, my girlfriend can't get new friends. That don't make sense. Why does she need not new friends, a new guy friend? That doesn't make any sense. What is the point in that? And let me just tell you something too. All the kids out there that want to act like they holier than thou and kumbaya and they show up on mental health, y'all the ones that's gonna be jacked up with your mental, because y'all playing a game of trying to pretend like y'all just down and cool with everything when you're really not. Human beings naturally have boundaries. The reason why a man wouldn't want his girlfriend to one day get up and say, you know what, I want to make some new friends, but male friends only. Any guy with a brain, that should be a red flag.
Yeah.
Why? Because why is your girlfriend looking for male friends when she has you, and maybe even she already got male friends? So what does she need with a new male friend?
Looks like they're in place. You okay?
I think so.
When them kids saying, oh, that's toxic that you think that, you know, you wouldn't let your girlfriend get, I say it's not about letting. If she want to go do that, we ain't together no more.
Worry about your own skin.
It's that simple. This girl crazy.
Temperance, child.
Ashley's boyfriend probably went and got a new girlfriend. That's why she acting crazy. Don't tell me she's gonna do something dumb like run away. Come on, man. Do we meet Ada in this version? Because we met Ada in the original at this point. Oh, ended the chapter. Cool. All right.